that original point that you talked about just now, I've learned that there's a fundamental flaw in business and a business person's mentality. Like you were saying, we've got this A client, they won't let us push our price up. They just give us shit and they want the price to stay the same, but our overheads are going up every single year. And I mean, I've got a franchise group of companies, water businesses and so forth, where they keep telling me now, if they're selling through retailers, the retailers won't let them push their price up. And then I ask the question, what value are you increasing for that client every year? So you're saying we're going to give you an 8% increase or a 12% increase because you've got to pay your staff but in the mind of the customer, are they getting more value for the increase? What are you doing to change the value, increase the value, or even the perceived value? Are you making it easier for them to buy through you, systematically changing things to make it that I want to know? You, my security business, as an example, and you send me a letter to say, we're increasing your XYZ by XYZ. I sit thinking, every time I call you out, my alarm goes off, you don't come out. Now you want to increase my price because you want to pay your guys more money because they'll resign or go to the CCMA if you don't give them an increase. So I always ask, in my world, if I give you an increase, what am I attaching to the increase? So, great news, Mr. Customer. We are doing this and this and this for you. We've enhanced this. We've brought in new software. We're doing this for you and that for you. And obviously, as you know, things cost a bit of money. So we're not going to charge you for all those extra things, outside of obviously the normal annual increases and so forth. But yes, we're so excited to introduce this new idea to you and concept. Make your life better. I'll slug that pill much easier, right? I'll swallow that sucker much easier than you just sending me a thing to say you're getting a price increase as at the end of the year. Now, what you can't afford to do is every year the customer saying, we're not paying more for your services, we're not paying more for your services, because on the graph, there will come a time when your profit versus, what they're paying versus profit, there'll be a disconnect. And then they become that customer that you're losing money on. And I mean, I sat in this room the other day and we had a guy that was here whose client, they've lost 800,000 Rand through one client, and it's their smallest client that they have. Like you said, we've got over 130, 140 clients, and this one customer keeps on grinding us, stealing from us, emotionally bullying us. Every time we have an exchange with them, it's a negative interaction, and it's just, we're bleeding out. And he said, I've worked out, I've lost 800,000 Rand from one customer. But he can't cut loose with the customer. He can't tell the customer to bugger off. Because every time he goes there to tell the customer, I'm ending the relationship, the customer manipulates them. Don't worry, puts a plaster on the wounds and then, sticks them in another direction. Then they end up continuing to lose money. And so in your case, the question I always ask is, okay, you're going to push my price up, but what am I getting for the increase? Okay, I'm looking for some tangible something that makes me feel better about paying you more. Like Nick, who said to me the other day, okay, so what is our increases for our staff this year? Right, now that's obviously a contentious thing. So what's the CPI index at the moment? It's about 6%, right? So normally we do CPIX plus 2%. So you're getting an 8% increase. Now you and I both know that everything outside there is more than 8%. Like electricity goes up 15% per annum, your food goes up 15 to 18% per annum, fuel goes up 15 to 20% per annum. Everything is more expensive than your increases. So every single employee is also going to hit that fork in the road. Around about age 55, you're just not cutting it anymore. And that's when you have to downscale and sell your house and move on. And so he says to me, so what's our increases this year? So I said, 20%. So he's the left brain accounting guy. So he looks at me and goes, what? He thinks I've smoked something.
Yeah, for sure.
So I said to him, what we're going to do is we're going to push all our prices up 25%. Because we're going to find a product or a service or something that makes us 30 to 40% more profit. And then we can pay them more. Now, obviously, we're not going to give a 20% increase. But still, I can easily give them a 10 or 12% increase, which will be phenomenal for them, and the buy-in will be amazing from them. But they've got to be able to sell that increase to a customer. Now, if they can sell the increase to the customer, it means I can give them the increase. But most times, we haven't we haven't positioned that increase, with enough, meat that the customer goes, I'm quite comfortable paying you an extra 15% for all these extra things you're doing for me. But we don't do it. We just keep on pushing the price up with the same, crappy, rubbish service, or the same mundane service with an increase in price. Don't come to me with an increase unless you can come to me with something amazing or tangible that I can peg it onto. I want to be able to say, increase, okay, great. Rather than, how much increase? The services remain shit, and you still want me to pay. Right?
So I think what you say is to show the customer